Rodeo Stories, presented by Pivot Bio.
Well, Josh, first of all, thanks for letting us come hang out at your place, your family's place, I guess, right here.
Yeah, happy to have you guys.
Appreciate it. This is a real working ranch.
Oh yeah, this is where all the magic happens. You know, I grew up in this house. I live right up the road. My brother's a quarter mile behind us, and you know, we run about 500 head of mama cows. And if I'm not out riding bulls somewhere, I'm home helping out because there's always something to be done.
No doubt. So, the Frost name. It's one of the most famous, most recognized name in the history of Western sports, and kind of got all started right here amongst four brothers.
Oh yeah, you know, Lane Frost, probably the most famous. They made the movie 8 Seconds about him, but it said this was kind of where it all started.
You had a real grooming ground to be a professional bull rider. You grew up on a ranch, and you had some people to look up to from a famous family. And then your whole family has been very involved in wrestling, which in my opinion is a great foundation to build on for a rough stock guy.
Oh yeah, wrestling is as close to rodeo as it gets for a separate sport, primarily being the fact that once you get out there on the mat, it's strictly you against your opponent, and that relays over very well to rodeo being, you know, when you're getting on the back of the bull, it's you versus the bull. When you're getting ready to rope a calf, it's you against the calf.
And this is where you learn to ride bulls.
We started out bucking Holstein calves, and my dad kind of welded up a little metal chute, and through the years, the cows got bigger to steers to bulls. And growing up, we competed in every, you know, rode bucking bulls. Me and Joe both rode some barebacks, but did all the timed events very, very competitively. And like I said, there's been thousands of hours spent in this arena right here practicing those events. And I'm a ways from calling myself an NFR athlete in the calf roping, but it's I've got a lot of hours and the groundwork put in towards it to where it's hard to just quit doing it now that I'm doing so good in the bull riding. Coincidentally, it clicked not long after nationals and rode a few bulls and was like, hey, I actually do know how to do this. But that little period in my life really helped get the foundation and love for the calf roping, and figured I'd invest in myself, build that indoor arena, and we're gonna be getting after the calf rope in the next couple of years and see where it takes me.
So that's the goal, make it to the NFR in both events.
That's one of my biggest goals I have. So,
so you've won your third Linderman here this year, and that is the award is given to the truest form of an all-around cowboy working both ends of the arena. I can't believe this is going to be your third NFR. I mean, it seems like this should be 5, 6, or 7 for as long as you've been around, but injuries kind of held you back from qualifying for the NFR early in your career.
My rookie year was 2015, and I'd hit the top 15 every year at some point and get hurt. Like I said, it's pretty uncontrollable in the bull riding, but riding good helps a lot with that.
So you made your first finals in 2019.
I make it, and sure enough, buck off all 10 bulls. And that was every bull rider's greatest fear. So it was a huge learning experience for me, and didn't let it break me.
So 2020, you were determined to get something done. Unfortunately, in Fort Worth, Texas, you had a real serious wreck.
So I think I was top 5 in the world going to Fort Worth, and 89 points, win the round, get off bad bull steps right on my stomach, and stuck in the hospital for 2 weeks. I have to cut out my spleen, part of my pancreas, and I came back right when the rodeo started, but middle of August. I think I was 100th in the world at that point in time, and I went from 100th to 17th in a month and a half. That was the first time in my life that I rode 60% of my bulls. I carried that in the 2021 season, and said I think I rode 52% last year, and this year I'm at 59%.
So 2021 was big for your life for a lot of reasons.
Yeah, like I said, the bull riding went great, but probably the most exciting thing of the whole year was getting married to my wife, Erica Frost. Said the wedding was October 2nd, so it was full-blown rodeo season, and I kind of told her ahead of, I said, I'm going to have a bull riding September 30th, and when I get done, I'll be there for the wedding. Pretty special year. In
terms of the rivalry between you and Stetson, what's his greatest asset as a bull rider? What's he do better than anything else?
He is just gritty. The effort You'll never see Stetson look off of a bull. He's got the never say die attitude, to where at one point you might look and he's bucked off, and you turn away and pretty quick you look back and he's back in the middle of them. But I know if I go in there and do my job, it's still very realistic to win the world.
It's very realistic in 2022. I mean, it's not 120,000, it's more like 100,000 you're behind, and that's small potatoes compared to what you can get done in Vegas in 10 days.
At the end of the day, it's going to come down to who rides the most bulls and who can show up and do their job. I can't control what Stetson's going to do. He's probably going to come out and be lights out, and that's what I'm planning on, but I hope he rides the best that he can, and I'm going to go in there and kick his butt's the plan. So.
To see more stories like these, visit GetRodeoReady.com.